Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Good afternoon and welcome to Thurman Munson Stadium for today's National Amateur Baseball Federation World Series matchup featuring the B2 Bulls and the Brooklyn Grays Gibson. On behalf of NABF Collegiate Director John Mangelkamp, Site Director Greg Turbovich, and Canton City Schools, we extend to each of you a cordial welcome. Now let's meet the teams beginning with the visitors on the scoreboard, the B2 Bulls. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 11, Carson Matsula. Batting second and playing second base, number 4, James Miller. Batting third and playing right field, number 33, Nico Frizzle. Batting fourth as the designated hitter, number 7, Nicholas Square. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 21, Jack Radvansky. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 9, Anthony Rivera. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 20, Aaron Fernando Dioleo Rivas. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 12, James Lavigne. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 14, Owen Tornow. And on the mound for the B2 Bulls, number 13, Owen Thompson. Now let's meet the starters for the home team, Brooklyn Grays Gibson. Leading off and playing center field, number 12, Jacob Folero. Batting second and doing the catching, number 25, Juan Fabian. Batting third and playing right field, number 27, Adrian Mendoza. Batting fourth and playing in left, number 45, Kamar Brown. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 14, Ishmael Luciano. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 17, Chris Taribo. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 15, Pedro Del Toro. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 40, Alan Torres. And batting ninth and pitching, number 23, Josiah Bolero. Let's give it up one more time for both teams.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Time for game number 2 of the day at Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton. This is the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Should be a good one today. This is the match for third place in this specific pod as the 12-13 B2 Bulls take on the 0-2 Brooklyn Grays Gibson. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee on the call for you today, live on SmeeSports. At some point today, we will have Chris Jacoby on the call with us as well, as he is currently taking care of some things as well. He'll have an announcement for us potentially. Don't know if he's telling people yet, so we'll leave it up to him if he will make the announcement known or not at some point today. On the mound for the Grays, it does appear to be their number 9 hitter, Josiah Falero. It was kind of etched in at the last second, but it appears now to be number 2. So we are right back to where we started with the pitching. Let's see who's actually pitching today, if we have a number. Joseph Ramirez is pitching. Sounds good to me. He'll get the nod today. The jerseys have been, unfortunately, a little rough, but I think a lot of it has been jerseys getting lost and mixed up on the travel here from New York, so it does make sense. As for the B2 Bulls, Matula, Miller, Frizzle will lead it off 1-3 to begin this game. This is their second to last game of the season. You win here, you set up an all-important match for 5th place later on today that decides if you finish above or below 500. So in that regard, a lot on the line for the B2 Bulls. I would say there's more pressure for them to win this game in comparison to the Brooklyn Grays.
They're going to AAA.
Never mind, they're going for another tournament, but still, to finish out July above or below 500, there is still something on the line. First pitch from Ramirez is going to miss for ball 1 at 12-12. Only 12 minutes behind schedule in our penultimate matchup of pool play. Then after this, it is Brooklyn Grays' Josh taking on Travelers. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. I do believe, John, that their portion of the bracket's filled out. Travelers will finish in 4th, and we'll have Canton in 3rd.
Correct. That's correct.
So basically, this will be the last matchup that decides anything for the overall brackets. The winner of this game will play at 5 in the match for 3rd place, or the 3rd place teams playing for 5th. Okay, the 7th place teams will play then. So the loser plays up next. The 2-1. A really late strike call. It looks like we're going back to our less than ideal signaling that we had on Thursday night as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on the leadoff hitter, Matula, the shortstop. And he will foul this one off. Matula comes to this team as a rising sophomore out of Case Western Reserve and Kansas. Stands at 6 foot 180, went over 12 this past season with 2 RBIs for the Spartans. Again, the 2-2 from Ramirez. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down, 1 strikeout for number 2. And with 1 away, James Miller, the second baseman, will step in for the first time. He was a hero for a little bit on Thursday night, tying up their game with the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And then they bowed out due to Will Tagan's walk-off winner in the bottom of the 7th. But he comes to this team as a rising sophomore out of Slippery Rock. First pitch he sees, he'll pop up foul. And out of play it goes, count 0-1. This team looking for their first win of the tournament. The Grays at least did score. That was one of their big things. They scored 2, allowed 23. Run differential of -21 entering this game. The 0-1 taken high. B2, they scored 4 in their first game, none in their seconds. So we're looking at teams where they combined 6 runs this tournament. Sounds about right. The 1-1 well wide for ball 2. The crazy thing is, 1 or 2 bounces go in favor of B2 on Thursday nights. They would be 1-1 playing for something here. But in the end, that is not how this one will be remembered for them. After Miller, it goes to Frizzle, and then it goes to Nick Square. Looking at the defensive set for the Grays, it's Ramirez on the mound, Fabian doing the catching at first base, as there is ball 3. It'll be Toribio. Torres is at second, Del Toro's at short, Luciano third, Brown, Falero, Mendoza left to right in the outfield for the Brooklyn Grays. The 3-1 popped over towards second base and caught. No, he dropped it. In and out of the glove. It's an E4, giving Miller first base. The sun is out, but that's one you absolutely have to have. No ifs, ands, or buts. You have to make that catch next time. First error of the game against the Grays. That was one of their many Achilles heels yesterday. They couldn't limit the errors. It was error after error. It cost them so many different times as Nico Frizzle now steps in. The right fielder looking to have himself a day. Currently in the portal out of Mercyhurst. First pitch he sees off the plate for ball 1. That could be a positive turning point for the B2 Bulls and a massive negative for the Grays. That was a routine 2-up, 2-down situation. But the Bulls have to get their offense going. They cannot rely on errors to win this game. If they try to do that, it will not end well for them. And I think that goes without saying. One ball, no strikes. That pitch hits the inside edge. Count 1-1.
Can you make 2 announcements for me?
The 1-1 runner goes. Pitch off the plate. Throw down to second. In time, they got him. 2 down. An excellent throw from Juan Fabian. Count sits at 2-1, I believe. But that is a big out. You take care of that runner who was on the bases by mistake, essentially. Count 2-1. Next inning, Falero, Fabian Mendoza, 1 through 3, due up for the Brooklyn Grays. As they are now closer to getting out of this inning than they once thought. Still, that out should never have had to happen at second base. That was the key thing. But there is a way out of this inning now. Frizzle looking to get back on the bases for the Bulls before Square steps in. The 3-1 fouled off. We're full 3-2. This Brooklyn Grays team, 1 of 2 in the competition. Later on today, we will see the Brooklyn Grays Josh team at 2:30 and again at 7:30. 1 in pool play, 1 in the semifinals, taking on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. That'll be a really tough matchup for the MLC once we get to that one as our nightcap. Here's the payoff pitch as it misses just low for ball 4. For those just joining us today, we do have our Final Four already set. At 5 o'clock, it'll be the Jasper Reds taking on the Stark County Terriers, followed by the Brooklyn Grays taking on the Mountaineer Lumber Company at 7:30. Of course, Stark County going for their 5th consecutive NABF World Series crown. Turbo's right here over my shoulder. I had to mention the Terriers are 4-time defending champions. I think we kind of had to mention that one. They're going for the 5-peats. Count 0-1 on Square, the DH in the transfer portal out of Baldwin Wallace. That time he'll foul it back. The winner of this game, they'll play at 7:30 today on Munson 2. The loser of this game plays 5 o'clock. It'll be the match for 7th place, then for 5th on that field to close out Munson 2's involvement in this World Series. No balls, 2 strikes on square. And he will swing and miss to end the inning. Second strikeout for Joseph Ramirez as the side is retired. When we return, Falero, Fabian Mendoza due up for the Grays as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium, bottom of the first inning. Scoreless as things stand as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today. Game 2 of 5 inside of Munson 1. As up next, we'll have our final pool play game, followed by Terriers Jasper and Mountaineer Lumber Company and Brooklyn Grays to round out the nights. Thompson's first pitch will miss high for ball 1. Owen comes to this team by way of the University of Mount Union, a rising sophomore in Alliance around 20 minutes away from here by way of Brush High School. Thompson's 1-0, fouled back. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Always a good time at Thurman Munson Stadium, a good show altogether here. Excited to see how this one closes out. I do believe, though, we have seen every single team in this tournament at least once. I'm pretty sure we have. So that's good to know going forward that we kind of know what to expect. The 1-1. Fly ball sent towards right field. This one will get down for a leadoff base hit. It's Jacob Falero, the center fielder, putting it down in right. A picture-perfect swing to get the game going offensively for the Brooklyn Grays as they look for the upset win to get their first win of the NABF. As well, just told, the food trucks are here today in Canton. We do have Italian coming our way, which is quite nice. Yesterday, the tacos, I was told, were quite good. Didn't get a chance to taste them. Might have to try to find a way to get some Italian between games. I need DoorDash up to the press box from the Italian place. That'd be nice. Or an elevator. I'm here. I'm getting food after all. There we go. Our commissioner, John Mengelkamp's stepping up in the clutch. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. As I like to say, it's been a fun ride the last couple of years covering his leagues. Played in his leagues for 4. There was an overlap year to begin, then 2 years removed. Still covering leagues that I even played in. It's been fun. No better way to close out our summer baseball coverage than with these final 6 games. Now down to 5. This one plus 3 more today. And our championship, a 9-inning affair tomorrow. Who will it be? I don't know. But I do know who is pitching for the Mountaineer Lumber Company, or rather, the Stark County Terriers. Have a good idea who's pitching for the Mountaineer Lumber Company as well. But if it is who we are told for Stark County, they're making a big move. And I think based on saying it's a big move, we know exactly who we mean when we say that. It's a tough call, but they've made that choice. 1-1, pitch is wide, and that throw is into center field. Nice backup, but that could have been catastrophic for the defense. Maybe some jitters for the B2 Bulls. Coming out here playing as shell-shocked as the A's did last night. That was their big issue. They looked out of their depth almost in a couple of those games, especially against the other Brooklyn Grays team. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thompson back to work. This one grounded over towards short. Picked up, throw on the run. It'll not be in time. It's picked in front of the base. Radvansky had to knock it down on the throw. Put runners at the corners, none down for Adrian Mendoza. How about this for the Brooklyn Grays? Just such a shaky start for B2. For Mendoza, he comes to this team by way of East Williamsburg Scholar Academy, a 2026 grad. And he'll be heading off to the collegiate level soon. This Brooklyn Grays organization, built on education, 100% college placement for their players. That's quite impressive. They know how important schooling is, and they take that to heart as a mantra and a motto almost. Count 1-0 on the right fielder. Looking at the defense for B2, Thompson is on the mound. Rivera is doing the catching. Radvansky is at first. Miller at second. Matula is at short. Tornow is at third. Rivas is in left. Lavigne is in center, and Frizzle is out in right for the B2 Bulls. Count 2-0 on Mendoza. He will ground this one over to second. Flicked it 2 is in time. Return to 1, not in time. It's a fielder's choice that drives in a run. The Grays strike first in our second game of the day in Canton. And the dugout is enjoying what they are seeing. It helps this group to play freely. And that's what they're doing here. They know the pressure is off because you win here, you play for 5th place, you lose, you play not to finish in last. But you can no longer win this tournament. Maybe that pressure was weighing this team down, but I also do think they went up against the 2 best teams in this pod. And it kind of went as you would expect. 2 really good teams, too. You can take nothing away from the Mountaineer Lumber Company and the Jasper Reds based on what we've seen this tournament from both teams. Runner goes, no contest. I don't know if Rivera just didn't get it cleanly out of the glove or whatnot. Just did not have a clean read. Definitely a slight issue. Townhouse is at 1 ball, 1 strike. This one isn't fair. I'm going to say foul as Rivera tried getting the tag. And now 1-2. In the second, 4B2, Radvansky, Rivera, Rivas. 5, 6, and 7 coming up. But a good start for the Brooklyn Grays. Maybe not what we expected from them in this game, but they've answered the call early. The 1-2. High pop-up going towards left center field. Called off at short and caught for out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll turn things to Kamar Brown. Brown in this game gets the nod to play in left field for the Brooklyn Grays. First pitch he sees, it'll be a called strike. Count sits at 0-1. But for Kamar Brown, comes to this team by way of East Central University, a member of the class of 2029. The 0-1 fouled back. But I think we're all excited to see the other Brooklyn Grays team at 2:30 to see how do they approach that game and how much more can they impress us after last night's insane walk-off win. one of the best finishes that we have seen. It was great to be over there to watch it. Unfortunately, it was not in the stadium, though we can broadcast it. The 0-2 ground ball over towards short. Flick to one in time to end the inning. Nice play by Matula to close out the frame, but not before the Grays plate one. Through one at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 1-0 your score in favor of Brooklyn. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. One inning completing game number 2 of the day at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 1-0 your score. It's the Grays on top as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Ramirez back to work as that pitch sails high and wide for ball 1. This team already looks drastically better than they did yesterday. It's a small sample, but the Grays have their first lead overall in this tournament. It's taken them a while, but a big confidence boost to try and get something out of this final game of pool play before heading off to either the game for 7th or 5th place, which with a win, they would take on the Canton A's. The 1-0 off the plate for ball 2. With a loss, they would take on Travelers. Travelers, they play up next, closing out against the Brooklyn Grays Josh team. But again, our bracket is set. I think we can all agree the best 4 teams are advancing to the Final Four. They showed their class for the first 2 days of the tournament, and they clinched it before we even started play today. The only thing we had to confirm is the seeding on one side, which now we have our matchups, and I'm excited for them. I feel like these matchups are quite good, and we don't get a rematch of the championship quite yet. The 3-1, a late strike call. But I think if we are going to get that rematch, we'd all want to see it in the championship game opposed to the semifinals. It would be almost anticlimactic. Payoff pitch. Chopped foul over towards first base. Of course, our championship last year, the Mountaineer Lumber Company and the Stark County Terriers. Stark got the win. Ty Dennison was on the mound for that game, and we just received word Ty Dennison will be on the mound for the semifinals against the Jasper Reds. That's a tough one. From there, you'll have to see what kind of pitching you do have left available. The payoff pitch, fouled back. But it'll be Ty Dennison's first appearance representing the Akron Zips. Hasn't pitched since committing last week to Akron. So we'll see how he does for the first time collegiately, not representing the University of Mount Union. The payoff pitch grounded over towards first, but foul. And in talking to Turbo, he told us that it'll be a 2-year deal for Ty Dennison. I believe the first year of grad school for engineering will be covered by Akron, which that's quite a good deal. credit to him, putting academics first, and what if he gets to go and play Division I baseball at Akron? Payoff pitch. It'll skip in for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Jack Radvansky. Radvansky, he comes to this team by way of the transfer portal out of Otterbein after playing in one game in 2026. Before that, played his high school ball for Aurora. Went green and then turned red for his collegiate time at Otterbein and stays red with the B2 Bulls. He will take off, throw down to second, not in time. Did he come off the base, though? We'll see. The answer is no, he is safe. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do safe, then kind of signal he came off, and then re-signal. That's kind of what they like to do. They'll signal the initial call just to make sure, hey, we have him safe initially, and then he comes off. That's how they do it most times. The 0-1 from Ramirez, swing and a miss. Well, that's pitch 30 for Ramirez so far. High pitch count. We'll see if he can keep it down as this one goes on. We saw it with Bippus in the last game. But just a different beast. I think he had 50-some pitches through 2 innings. Finished with less than 50, I think, the rest of the way. Maybe it's just a hair over 50 for the final 5 innings of baseball. Just goes to show you how impressive that performance was for him and for the Jasper Reds as they got that win. Throw back to second, wrong side of the base. Rivera, the catcher, wearing number 9. A rising freshman going to Lakeland Community College out of Conneaut High School. Batted .421 this past season, 6 RBIs, 5 doubles, 28 stolen bases. Was caught 5 times. So impressive work from number 9 for Conneaut. The 1-2 from Ramirez, swing and a miss. 1 down as Joseph gets his 3rd strikeout of the day, all of which have been swinging. Just a perfect pitch, plays it off the plate. Nothing more he was supposed to do. Placed it perfectly, and the swing and miss took care of the rest. Now Rivas will step in. First pitch he sees, just gonna miss. Try going for that top inside corner. After him, it goes to Lavingue, the center fielder. Then torn out to round out the first go-around for B2. This B2 Bulls team coming out of the WRCL, the number 3 seed from the division. 12-13 on the season. Looking to draw back to 500 with a win today. The 2-0 high for ball 3. Mathematically, they were the first team eliminated from postseason contention with their 4-0 loss to the Jasper Reds yesterday in the second game slot. The 3-0, it's off the plate for ball 4. And this ball is in center field. Are they going to send him home? Not quite. Put him at the corners. I don't know if Ramirez wasn't ready or whatnot. It just went right past him. Now a chance for Lavingue, the center fielder. I believe I'm hearing that error will be on the pitcher. Not ideal. Very sloppy game so far on both ends. Both teams have to clean it up. And I understand Brooklyn's the younger team here, but B2, this is an experienced group who competed well in the WRCL. Right now, they don't have the mistakes, but they did allow the run. They did have that error from the third baseman. It's not a clean game for them. I think 3 errors combined, and we're not even through the top of the second inning. We've seen 7 outs today, 3 errors. 30% of the plays basically have been errors. Less than ideal for both teams going forward. The 1-0 from Ramirez, swung on and missed. And as this inning goes on, he is going to begin to rival Bippis, who threw 56, I believe, through 2. That was pitch 39. A lot of high pitch counts early on in these games for the pitchers. It's been a common trend. The 1-1 popped him up over towards first. And out of play it goes. Count now sits at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming up in the bottom of the inning, Luciano Toribio del Toro, 5, 6, and 7 for the Brooklyn Grays. Coming, of course, out of Brooklyn. But I think that one was easy to get. Runner goes on the 1-2, and it's lofted right up to us. Dang it! One of the travelers just dropped the baseball. Don't know who it was. We're not going to zoom in on him, but it was right in the hand. 4th error of the game. They had some good baseball last night. They looked good. Julius Robinson, not a bad start for him. In the end, just kind of lost it at the end. The A's got the win, a consolation win. As we will not have our doomsday scenario, at least, be possible. The 1-2 well wide. Could have had it, though, down there. You always have to be ready at a ballpark to go and catch a foul ball. I've thought about it a few times, bringing my glove to the game just in case. Hopefully we'll never need it up here in the broadcast perch. A beautiful vantage point of the game. Runner fakes on the 2-2, pitches wide, full count 3-2 with Tornow in the on-deck circle. Don't get me wrong, calling games from Kent is nice, but given the airflow, given the stadium feel, given everything, this is one of the best broadcast views in Ohio. Payoff pitch inside for a ball 4. Now what? Are they bringing him back?
Yeah, but they could take the ball. They'd rather keep the ball.
Are they saying he leaned into it?
Oh, I guess maybe.
Really?
I don't know if they call the ball. I guess they could. Why did he call the ball?
So does that run count? Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. It will be a drop, 3rd strike. Throw to first. It's going to skip away. He will be on. Rivas will come around, and he is going to score. So what's the score, 1-1 or 2-1? I think balk had to be the call then. So I guess it's 2-1 on a drop, 3rd strike. 3rd error of the game on the Grays. 4th strikeout for Ramirez. But as Derek Gray said on a few occasions during the World Cup broadcast, ay. It's less than ideal. 4 errors combined in 2 innings. Hate to be critical at this point in the tournament. I really do, but you have to be better than that. Ramirez up to 45 pitches. But I have nothing. That's unfortunate. One ball, no strikes. This pitch well high. So the Bulls have their first lead of the game. And you can kind of feel them just controlling the tempo. I think this will be their game to control at some point. But they need to keep it going. If they can have a big inning right here, they could seal the Grays' fate early on. The 2-0, that one will connect for a strike. And it's at least in part harsh to punish Ramirez with 4 strikeouts when his team has the same amount of errors. The 2-1 line drive down the right field line, foul. Count out 2 balls, 2 strikes. 48 pitches. And I do wonder what the Brooklyn Grays fans think seeing a Jay Ramirez on a New York team. I'm sure at one point in time they were hoping for a certain Jose Ramirez up in Cleveland to make his way to the Bronx. As of right now, he's not staying put, but you guys can have Gio Urshela. That's a callback. 2-2. Up high, we're full. I think the Grays have had action in their bullpen, so they might be about to make a change. Full count 3-2. Tornau will swing and miss. 5 strikeouts today for Joseph Ramirez. 2 down. This is the wackiest first go-around ever. Strikeout, error, walk, strikeout, walk, strikeout, walk, strikeout, strikeouts. A bunch of errors in there too. Only one is listed because the others were errors that happened not during the run of play. But back to the top we go with Matula as he'll take ball 1 high. What a wacky game. Ramirez halfway to 100 in the pitch counts. Throw back to first. And it nearly gets away from the first baseman again. Able to knock it down that time, though. Again, up next at 2:30, it'll be our middle game of the day. Brooklyn Grays, Josh, taking on Travelers Baseball. The 1-0 popped towards shallow center field and caught to end the inning by the shortstop. A nice catch by Del Toro, making the play to close out the inning, but not before the Bulls plate to 1 on a balk, 1 on a drop third strike error. Middle of 2, 2-1 Bulls on top. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Bulls plate 2 in the top of the second. Luciano, Taribo, Del Toro, 5 through 7 here for the Grays. Look to get back into this game. 2-1 score as you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Thompson back to work as he'll fire a ball in to begin. Ishmael Luciano wearing number 14. Comes to the team by way of Rowan College, Gloucester. There's strike 1, 1-1 counts. This is the younger of the two teams, the youngest player being born in 2011. Okay. I saw 2010 initially. There is one player on this roster born in 2011. That being Joshua Polina, who we have not seen yet. But he'll be a sophomore next year in high school. But crazy to have a 14-year-old on a 23U roster. The 1-2 grounded over towards third. It's Tornau. Throw to 1 in time. And yes, this isn't necessarily a 23U roster. At the same time, though, it is a 23U tournament. So, kind of a few age groups below where he should be. I mean, it's a 15U player probably, so you still have 3 high school divisions above. Plus, you have the collegiate division. But 1 up, 1 down for Chris Taribo, the first baseman. That one a called strike. And it does look like the other Grays team has started to make their way here to cheer on their teammates. The 0-1 ground ball over towards first. And it's an easy put out there for Radvansky. 2 up, 2 down for Pedro Del Toro. The roster split in half. They didn't do competitive balance. They just said, hey, underclassmen on one team, college on the other. The college team, they have a claim to the throne easily. And your 2 1 seeds are going to be teams from out of state. What was the highest seed last year of an out-of-state team? Was it the Barons in 4th, technically? I think they were 4th. Them and Jasper were right next to each other. I think Jasper was the 4 seed. And then I think the Barons were the 5. Which, who does that leave? B2 in the 6? And then T3 in the gulag as they left the tournament early. Not even 7th place. They're in 8th. Count 2 balls, 1 strike on the shortstop. After him, it goes to Alan Torres. Who, if it is Alan Torres, it'll be another New Jersey for him. The 2-1 in the dirt for ball 3. Actually, this is Torres. We heard a lot of the clapping last night. We're going to hear it again. Count sits at 3-1 on Alan Torres, the second baseman. There's ball 4. It will turn to Falero. In the third, Miller, Frizzle, Square. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the B2 Bulls. And now the dugout's starting to get a lot more lively than they were a few moments ago. Could be a sign of things to come for this team. First pitch taken high for a ball. Right around 1 o'clock today. It's been a long morning so far. A very eventful morning with some good baseball between the Jasper Reds and the Mountaineer Lumber Company. With this game running long already. The hope is that we'll be good to go at 5 o'clock for the start of the semifinals. Throw back to first, not in time. And it's not like if we run too far ahead that we can start the other game on field 2, as that one is in use for a while. The 1-1 will miss high for ball 2. But Munson 2, as a host site for this tournament, will be ending its time in the tournament tonight at 7:30. The 2-1 connects for a strike. So far, Munson 2 has seen 2 walk-off winners. So, even though it is not the main site, it'll still be a well-remembered venue at this year's NABF Collegiate World Series. Counts it at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson will miss off the dish. Full counts. Up to 33 pitches. So, combining on the pitches are nearly at 90 pitches through 2 innings. Averaging 45 pitches an inning combined, or 22.5 per half inning. Makes sense why we're nearly an hour in and still in the second inning. We did start this one a little bit late at around 12:12, which also does make sense. Runner goes into the payoff pitch, and it is strike 3 looking to end the inning. Thompson picks up his first strikeout of the game as the side is retired. On to the third we go. Score remains 2-1 Bulls. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Well, during the break, the other Brooklyn Grays team has started chanting people's names until they look up and then they wave. They started with Coach Ernesto, I believe, and have made their way around. They're led off to our right. They play at 2:30 against Travelers here at Munson 1. But for the Bulls, 2 through 4 coming up as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. First pitch fouled back, 0-1 counts. Errors have ruled this game thus far on both ends. And there it is again. They're chanting somebody else's name. He looks back on the first time of asking. The 0-1. Maybe a piece. If not, it doesn't matter. 0-2. But it was Munoz they were going for. Jack Michael Munoz. The 0-2 off the plates. Could this be the energy boost the Grays are looking for to settle down the defense? Could easily be the case. They'll be silent for this pitch. The 1-2 this time further off the plates. Our second to last game in pool play across the board. And then we get to the business end of this year's World Series. The 2-2. Miller flies this ball over towards third base. And it will be caught in foul territory for out number 1. A nice catch out there by Luciano. So 1 up, 1 down for Nico Frizzle, the right fielder. He walked his first time up back in the first inning. And as I've said, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon for baseball at Thurman Munson Stadium. Sun is out, finally actually on our diamond. It was pretty much being hogged by Field 2. Field 1 now has some brightness in front of us as there is ball 1. A beautiful complex. Again, a few renovations can be done, which they could be done soon, especially if the OHSAA continues to host their tournaments here, to make this field go back to its glory days, albeit a little more technologically advanced. But the press box, across the board, the media suites have been renovated over the past couple of years to at least make these more usable. The 2-0, a called strike for Ramirez, up to 60 pitches on the day. There has been some action on and off in the bullpen for the Grays. We'll see if anybody does come on to relieve Ramirez. Fly ball sent into left center field, and it is going to be caught by the center fielder for out number 2. A nice catch in center by Falero. 2 up, 2 down. It'll be Nicholas Square stepping in for the second time, trying to make amends for his strikeout during his first at-bats. In the home half of the inning, you will see Falero, Fabian, and Mendoza. 1 through 3 coming up for the Brooklyn Grays. One of 3 games, once again involving the Grays. So when it's all said and done, unless the Grays make it to the championship, exactly half the games that we covered at this year's NABF World Series would involve one of the 2 Grays teams. If Josh makes it to the championship, it would be 7 of the 12 featuring a Grays team. The 0-1. That looked better than the first pitch. Doesn't get the nod. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. But 5 strikeouts today. Quite impressive for Joseph Ramirez. Unfortunately for him, one of the strikeouts resulted in a run as it was a drop third strike error. The other run that scored was a balk. B2 still hitless. Few free passes, but nothing else going. A 2-1. A called strike. The Brooklyn Grays very happy off to our rights. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Ramirez back to work. He'll miss low. Full count 3-2. If the inning were to continue, Jack Radvansky would step in for the 2nd time today. The first baseman 0 for 0 with a walk. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. It is to the backstop for ball 4. Square's going to take off. And he will stop at first. Once again, 1 combined hit in this game. We'll bring Chris on for the bottom of the 3rd. I'll have to brief him on what we've seen so far, which is 1 hit baseball and I think 5 error baseball. It's been a rough one. He was on the phone, hopefully with Alabama University. He's going D1 someday as there is ball 1 low. Just missed Luke Ickes and company earlier on today. But if he sticks around for the 5 o'clock game, he will see Ty Dennison pitch. They're moving him up a game. The 1-0, swing and a miss. And the reason that I was told they were doing it, they have to make the championship game first. They're coming in as the lower seed, which this is still their tournament. They've won it 4 years in a row. But they have to throw their ace to try and take down the Jasper Reds to then make it to that championship game. The 1-1. Called strike. And based on last night, that'll be a redemption game for them regardless, or at least a test game. Either a rematch against the Lumber Company or the Grays, who beat them last night in walk-off fashion. The 1-2, it is going to miss off the plates. For Ramirez, now 71 pitches. And still not through this 3rd inning. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down on Radvansky. The 2-2, swing and a miss. This side is retired. 6th strikeout of the day for Ramirez. He gets out of the inning. When we return, it is going to be the top of the order coming back up for the Grays. Down 2-1 to B2.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit. You're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
To the bottom of the third inning we go, and we have gained a broadcast partner, Chris Jacoby. Welcome.
I'm excited to be here, man. Excited to be back in my hometown area.
You're a baseball guy, so to speak. I know Paul Hesse uses you from time to time.
Yeah, he does use me a lot. Of course, 3 years at Mount Union there during my undergrad. I was constantly working for baseball in the spring, so that was taking up a lot of my time. Good pay, though. I won't complain.
But you're coming home?
I'm coming home, man. Didn't work out at the last spot, so I'll be back home with the Mount Union Purple Raiders for a season for football, so I'm very excited about that.
Love it. Looking at this game, once again, one hit, a bunch of errors. It's a tough one here. How do you stay motivated as an athlete in a game that you're fighting for third place in your pool to then play another game to try and get fifth place in an 8-team tournament?
I mean, honestly, even though if you're not going to win at the end of the day, you're not going to win the whole thing, but I mean, just the ability to win a game, I feel like that keeps me motivated. As for me, if I was in an athlete's position, just the ability to win a game and just give it your all, I mean, that's what would keep me motivated.
There's strike three looking, one up, one down. Second strikeout today for Owen Thompson, a member of that Mount Union baseball team out of Brush.
And OT, man, that's what they call him back at Mount. He's a great dude, great player.
Again, we'll see a lot of those Mount guys later on today. We saw Ickes today. He was a man possessed this morning. I'll look at his statistics. 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, and an RBI, playing center field and leadoff for Mountaineer. He was quite good. Struggled yesterday, but he was a member of all-tournament team last year. He wants to do it again, and he is on the right track again.
Yeah, and he was an all-conference player this past year at Mount Union, and that's the guy I could see being an All-American, in all honesty with you.
I think he easily will be at some point, as this pitch, did it hit him? I'm going to say it did, and yes, it does.
That definitely did not feel good on the fly. Whew.
Not at all. Again, this has been a very sloppy game of baseball. But I will say the final 4 teams that we have, just amazing teams. You have a group from Brooklyn coming in, their college team. It's grassroots baseball at its finest. Their catcher, I believe, going to a Division I JUCO in Oklahoma, had a walk-off, I believe, in the last game. Then you look at Jasper, a bunch of good kids from Indiana coming in. They don't take any inspiration from Fernando Mendoza, they said. I did ask. No Mendoza influence. Then Mountaineer Lumber Company, a lot of Purple Raiders, and same with the Stark County Terriers, who have bunting specialist Trey Martin.
Trey Martin, okay. That's a pull.
They also have Zeckley.
They have Zeckley as well? Wow, that's a combo right there.
We'll have to go through the list of all the Raiders they have on that team. There's quite a few.
You got to let me know, because I got to see that.
Line drive, caught over at short, return to first. Not in time, nearly a double play.
That was nearly one of the most dynamic double plays I've seen out there, Smee. That was incredible. Great play, though, to go get that. Then just to even make the throw, pretty impressive.
That was Matula over there, and for him, looking to take a step up at Case Western Reserve, a team that we did see this season, but I think we're going to talk about the trip to Sheets that happened after game number 1 opposed to game number 2, based on how it finished.
Oh, man, yeah, I remember that. Oh, good times this past spring.
First pitch fouled on back, 0-1 the count on Kamar Brown. It'll be Rivera, Rivas, and Lavigne due up 6, 7, and 8 for the B2 Bulls in the top of the 4th inning. Good season, though, for Mount Ian. Back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. You'll take that, especially as a small program in baseball.
And back-to-back OAC champions.
There you go.
Pretty impressive. First time in program history they did that.
Of course, with Ty Dennison running the show as the ace, now going to Akron. He gets 2 years out of it, gets an engineering degree, too. It's a good deal for him.
Oh, 100%. Ty's going to have an amazing year at Akron this season. Then, of course, Drew Denham going to Kent State as well.
That's a tough loss, too.
Yeah, but, I mean, what an incredible year he had.
The 1-1 rolled over foul. Absolutely right. My favorite part of this season for Mount Union, and talking to Daniel Tome, because I sat next to him in Spanish, his battle with Drew Denham for the batting title. The bat flip ejection was aimed at Denham, but they kind of thought it was aimed at the other team. They were smack-talking each other, according to Tom, a couple of times, just kind of motivate each other, and it worked. Both with 70-plus hits.
Yeah, and Denham ended up winning that battle. Actually, the all-time hit record with Mount Union, I believe, was 74, so that's pretty impressive.
And speaking of another Raider, it's Owen Thompson, his third strikeout of the day. He retires the side. To the fourth we go. Score remains 2-1. A close one in our penultimate matchup of pool play.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Top of the fourth inning. Score 2-1. B2 on top of the Brooklyn Grays. For B2, Rivera, Rivas, Lavigne. 6-8 due up this inning as there is strike one. But Chris, did you work the Mount baseball game at Munson 2 this season?
Actually, I worked the game before that. I got to watch part of the Mount game, then I had to go on a retreat, so I didn't get to stay for it. But yes, I was here for it.
Grounder over towards short. It's going to be a tough throw to make to first. It'll happen just in time for out number one. A great throw from the shortstop, Del Toro.
That was a beautiful play there at short. I thought he was going to beat it out, but
I think it was bang, bang, but it bounced in just in time. But it was cold around that. I believe that was right around the end of February.
It was in February.
It was a neutral game.
Correct.
But Mount kind of hosted it, I believe.
You're correct. And it was, very cold. Couldn't feel my hands when I was on my computer because we were outside down there. Like, we weren't up at this field because Malone was using this field.
My question then, not to criticize, why didn't we just wait for Malone not to be using Munson 1 and rent it out?
I don't know. I'm not for sure.
That'd have made more sense.
Maybe like a timing thing. They're like, we gotta get this game in. I really don't know for sure.
Rivas jammed up over towards right center, and it is going to get down for a base hit. A bloop single for Aaron Fernando de Oleo Rivas. He has reached both times today, now bringing in Lavigne. But I do believe there was a conversation at one point to use Alliance High School.
Yes. Yeah.
Corey Douglas called, I think, every single coach who has a turf field and a shovel to try and get games in.
Yeah, that's when we had a lot of snow still going on and like couldn't use the field at Mount, obviously. And it was just one of those things where it's like, all right, where can they play? Like, where can we get a game in?
Ended up working out, I believe we split.
Yes. Lost to Adrian and beat, I can't remember who they beat.
It was a New York team, I'm pretty sure. State of New York something.
Yes, Sunny, it was Sunny, one of the Sunny
Brockport?
teams. Brockport, correct. Yeah, Sunny
okay,
Brockport.
I have ball knowledge.
There you go. Sunny Brockport lost to Adrian, and Adrian was a really good team, obviously.
We talk about them as a gold standard. The big reason why they're so successful, their freshmen play JV, and then they get called up for the most part. Most of the guys that we have seen in the WRCL at Adrian start on the JV team, and they make their way up, and those guys are stars. The 0-1 popped up and out of play. Of course, going to football, one of our own former players in Noah Boudry finished out his career at Adrian. Good dude. I believe just got engaged too, right?
Correct. Noah did just get engaged. Very happy for him, and he's got his Jesus and Football brand growing still. So he's doing a lot of great things over there. He's having a camp and golf outing soon back up home in Michigan. So he's doing it the right way, man. He's definitely, he had a great football career. Had a great few seasons at Mount Union, and then finished it off at Adrian.
Yeah. Good guy. That's the main thing. He was always awesome to deal with. The 0-2 is to the backstop. Rivas is taking off as he will easily take second, thinking three. And the end, he'll stay put at 2.
Yeah, I think it was the right decision there not to go for 3.
I agree. You don't want to give up anything here that can allow the Grays to get back in this game.
Oh, 100%.
Especially if this is going to be a tight finish, which I think it's going to be a low-scoring matchup. It plays into the hand to kind of say, hey, we'll score our runs when we can. We're not going to get thrown out running the bases, especially in a situation where you're taking an extra base after already taking seconds. Fly ball lifted into left field. I don't think the left fielder had to move. 2 down.
No. Very stationary there in left field.
Typically when you say that, he maybe has to take a step or two. I don't think he moved a bit.
I think he might have taken 1 step, and that's it.
So 2 down, runner at second for Owen Tornow. He comes to this team by way of Ohio Wesleyan and Riverside High School.
Okay, Painesville, Riverside. That's a
Mount Union loves that school.
very good recruiting from that school for Mount.
I believe ESPN said somebody from there has the name that would steal your lunch money, going back to earlier on this past season.
Yeah, that is true. Mr. Maloney, man.
What a guy.
What a player, man. What a person, too.
Good swing, but fouled on the right field line. And I'm sure you're happy you get to see him and now, in a more formal way, coach him again. Not that you're necessarily working with him directly as you're a defensive guy, but still. He's on the team, and just knowing Maloney, he always is a good guy to see, whether it be walking to class or anywhere else.
Fortunately for me, I don't have to go to class anymore, so I'm excited about
Jealous. Throw down to third. It's going to get away from him. I don't think it's going to send Rivas home. He will come home, and he is going to score. The Bulls get their insurance run, make it 3-1.
Great base running there by Rivas to recognize that, just being able to get up right away off of third base and just hustle home. It's one way to steal another run, too.
And that's why that patient play over at second was huge. If he got thrown out going to third, the inning's over, first of all, but second of all, that run doesn't score.
You're 100% right.
Anyway, it wouldn't have scored because he wouldn't have had the opportunity to steal third, which then forced that throwing mistake. So weird time that patience worked out perfectly. Count sits at 1-1 on Torno with Matula in the on-deck circle. That pitch high and outs. But again, after this, it is Travelers taking on the Brooklyn Grays Josh team, the one that's 2-0, looking to improve to 3-0 to finish out pool play. They're a fun watch. And the celebrations they had last night, it was incredible to see how much they celebrated that win over Stark County. I did upload that clip. We were here until probably 10-ish maybe. Something along those lines. We finished here quite quickly. We had time to go over there, watch pretty much the full 9th inning, and we saw the walk-off. Ramirez is 2-2. It'll miss in the dirt. Full count 3-2. But, Chris, if you would have told yourself a month ago you'd be back at Mount Union, would you have believed this?
No. That's where I say, everything happens for a reason, and God has a plan, and that plan for me is to be back home for one more season. So I'm very excited, though.
Payoff pitch lofted towards right field. And this one will be caught to end the inning. A nice clean catch over there in right center. B2 plates 1. A more comfortable advantage for them entering the home half of the inning. 3-1 your score here at Munson Stadium.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
3-1 Bulls as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Luciano Taribo del Toro, 5 through 7 coming up for the Brooklyn Grays. How does this offensive mindset have to change? They scored early on in this game, Chris, but since then, they have been silenced by Owen Thompson, which I'm sure in knowing OT, as you said, you're not surprised.
No, OT's a great dude, but a phenomenal player as well. I expect him to be a big part of Mount Union this year, especially with who they lost. So they're going to need some guys to step up, and he can definitely be one of them heading into another year there for the Purple Raiders. But yeah, offensively, I mean, do everything you can to get the ball in play. You got to start somewhere. Like, just get guys on base, get movement going.
I think a lot also has to come down to their bench if they can be vocal or not. This team, when they are in a game and when they are in the lead, that's all you can hear in the stadium. They're that loud. Count 1 and 2. But Luciano Taribo del Toro combined 0 for 3 today. Combined 0 for 3. Looking to change that here. The 1-2, swing and a miss, 1 up, 1 down. 4th strikeout today for Owen Thompson.
And there he is. Keeps mowing him down. OT.
It's back-to-back going back to last inning. His pitch count not crazy high either. Currently sits at 49 after that pitch. With 3 innings complete, if he can stay under 60 through 4, he could be in line to go the distance. Which would save pitching for the final game coming up later today. You win, you play at 7:30. You lose, you play again at 5.
Okay, I gotcha.
So if you lose, you play for 7th place. If you win, you play for 5th. The 1-0 low for ball 2. Not a total consolation bracket where if you win those games you play tomorrow, it's you go and play for a specific spot so the full tournament fills out the way you would expect. The 2-0 high and out for ball 3. And unlike the World Cup, there will not be a match for 3rd place. So we will not have one that has 15 combined runs and a whole bunch of craziness just like the 10-goal thriller.
Yeah, that was insane.
The 3-0 taken inside for a strike. Can't believe the World Cup final was a week ago Sunday.
I know, that flew by really quick. This entire summer, honestly. Of course, pulling for Team USA, and that was a disappointment.
Expect it. Ground ball through the left side. It's a 1-out base knock for Chris Taribo. And as you said, getting runners on, that's the key.
Oh, 100%. If you get movement on the bases, like that's the way you start a rally. That's the one way you do it.
And you can start to hear them from the bench now.
And that's how you get your dugout energized. So,
and going back to Team USA, it's still disappointing the way that we went out. I kind of expected around that. I had quarterfinals. I had higher expectations for the team. But, alas, it did not happen the way we hoped. This one grounded over towards 3rd. This could be trouble. It's 5. It's 4. And it is 3. The inning is over. To the 5th we go. The Bulls turn 2. They get out of it. And they keep their 3-1 lead intact.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
3 innings left to go in our second game of the day at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 3-1 B2 on top. That double play was huge, Chris. They were getting momentum back, immediately squashed.
Yeah, 5-4-3. Ooh, that's one way to, like you said, squash the momentum right there. And yeah, for a game that you said probably will be low scoring, you got to take opportunities when you have base runners, and you got to take advantage of that. And that's one way to kill momentum.
That's what Rivas did so well running the bases. The way that he did it, he earned an opportunity in a game where B2 barely has hit the baseball to score. Chris, they have 1 hit. The Grays have 2. We have 3 combined hits.
And we got a 3-1 game.
Well, yesterday we had an 11-0 game with 4 hits for the one team who won.
How did that happen? A lot of errors, walks.
I think I said walk more than strike. Yeah, I think there was a pitcher who came on. I think he threw 30 pitches. 3 of them were strikes.
Sometimes you can't locate. There's days that just, it happens.
It was unfortunate. I think 24 pitches and he finally got his first strike. But everybody just kept going through.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, my most recent playing experience is Bush League softball. So, I mean, it was just toss it up.
After semi-pro football?
That was before.
Oh, okay.
That was before. I low-key thought about doing it this summer, but it's too late now, obviously.
The 2-2 skips in. We're full. Don't worry. I remember training with you, though, for football, helping Chris Jacoby become Nick Turner.
I don't know, man. I was playing quarterback, receiver, and DB. I was doing it all.
And I'm sure you saw Nick did commit to play next season.
Wayne State going to Detroit. Yep, I'm excited for him.
Payoff pitch driven right up the middle and through to center field for a base hit. It's a leadoff single for Matula. Second hit of the day. The first one came from Rivas. So really a slow day at the office for this offense. You get a runaround. Now James Miller steps in. You look at the way this team is built. A lot of the pressure falls on his shoulders in these spots to score. He drove in 2 runs to tie up the game with the Lumber Company 4 apiece on Thursday nights. In the end, Tegan walked it off. But for a time, he was the hero for the B2 Bulls. Good player for Slippery Rock.
That's a great school over there in Pennsylvania. Really good football program. I do know that.
Beautiful campus, too. I mean, their baseball diamond is one of the best.
I haven't actually been there, but I've only heard good things about the school. So.
Same. We also did see Tyler Sloan, one of their pitchers, pitch earlier on today. Struggled down the stretch in his outing, but he had a sub-3 ERA as a freshman. Pretty good numbers for him.
That's really impressive, especially your freshman year.
Came out of that great St. Vincent St. Mary baseball program. Don't know if Carrollton ever went up against St. Fees. Probably not. Throwback to one not in time. I know.
I don't think so.
The most random matchup that you guys always have is Glen Oak. It always happens.
For baseball?
Yes.
Yeah, I will say for football now. But for baseball, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the scheduling works for baseball.
Not your departments. The 2-0 in the dirt. And it looks like Matula will stay put at first.
I have some other news for you, Smee.
Ooh.
The Carrollton Warriors might be bringing me back, too, on Friday nights this season like last year because they said they might need me, so.
Wow.
We're going to be busy again.
There you go.
High school on Fridays, college on Saturdays, and JV on Sundays.
Still a chance we're at a JV game or two, depending on how OVCC works out for us, if it does. The 3-0 swing and a miss. That one was in the works right now with Mount Football. Their schedule got released, and we cross-reference, and pretty much whenever Mount is home, OVCC is home. So not ideal. But they do have a couple of JV away days, including Mount. Miller through the left side into left field for a base knock. Just like that, after pretty much no offense the entire game, the bats are heating up for the B2 Bulls.
And yeah, back-to-back hits. When you said this is the 3rd hit of the game now for him,
And they have all come in the last inning and a half.
Yeah, that's how when you get 2/3 of those in this inning, that shows your offense is starting to pick it up, and especially in the top of the 5th inning, you're around the halfway point. This is a great opportunity to extend your lead and to start to pull away and to ideally get that win. So you're playing tonight at 7:00.
And we'll see if Joseph Ramirez with 6 strikeouts does stay on the mound or not. He hasn't pitched bad. It's just been his defense making mistakes. The balk was on him. The drop third was not. And then the throw around the yard was not on him either. So these runs aren't his fault. He's been good. It's just been a sloppy game altogether, and that has really killed things.
And that's part of the game, though. I mean, you're going to have games like that where it's just very sloppy all around. You know, there's going to be errors. There's going to be critical mistakes. That's the game of baseball. I mean, I think it makes it exciting, too, whenever there's games like this, though. Because you just find ways to win, and you also find ways to lose. But
oh, believe me, I have been on a number of teams that have found magical ways to lose games. It's always something stupid, too. Ramirez, he will stay on as Frizzle fouls this one off. In the bottom of the inning, Torres, Falero, and Jacob Falero. So Josiah, then Jacob, 8, 9, and 1. Due up. 2 on, none down. If the Bulls offense is going to have a big rally, it has to be here. The 0-1 taken for a strike. I will say, I'm seeing it. I'm noticing it. It's annoying almost. You just had 2 hits. Why aren't you being aggressive as an offense?
yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing him lay down a bunt here and trying to just get the runners in scoring position because the base knock scores 2 for you.
With 2 strikes, it's a little bit too late.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Yes.
previously in the bat. Not right now. No, obviously.
But I feel like
But-
stepping and taking 2 that were good pitches,
Mm-hmm.
considering how hot the bats have been this inning, why not swing? Swing and a miss that time.
He swung for you, Smee. And he looks a little frustrated there, too, hitting.
I
that
think
off his
he
elbow.
knew that second pitch was the
Yeah.
one he could have turned on.
But I'll tell you what, it is really beautiful out here today. Like, this is a great day for baseball. Like,
We've been saying it. It's been a
I
perfect
know.
weekend.
if, like, Matt Toth and Hunter Morris Jr. were here, I think this would be cinema.
I think Matt's without a car right now, so that's an issue. Hunter's just making excuses, I'm sure. Crazy to think we'll be on campus. You'll be down the road crashing on Coach Ski's couch.
I'll probably be with, either be with probably Hesse, or we'll see, maybe another assistant house. It just depends. We don't know yet. We'll know in 2 weeks. I'll let you know. Or maybe Logan McGee. Logan McGee's potentiality.
Just not my couch, please.
Yeah, if it falls through, it'll be Logan McGee. So
There you go. Great guy. One of my
Yeah.
bosses at Channel 1022, our streaming partner in Alliance, which will be beginning our next season with them on August 15th.
yeah, and you know what? If you guys want to see me in the mornings, I'll either be working for sports information at Mount, or I'll probably just go to Chipotle. Because they're
Like Coach Ski did during that rain delay.
Yep, that's what.
That was still one of the weirdest
Yep.
things that happened this year. He just comes back drenched, but he got Chipotle. So
But you know what? That means free food for me, and I just get to work in the back the entire time doing prep in the morning.
there you go. The 1-0 misses low for ball 2. We'll have to get you on a few calls this fall at some point when
Oh,
you actually
yeah.
have time. We'll have to get you on there.
Um,
Soccer, volleyball, not football
And
probably.
if I take like a job with like a team, like after the season in state, I mean, I'll still be around.
There you go.
Hoping to still be in the area, Smee.
And of course, you were at that Minerva Malvern doubleheader and saw the glorious fight started by Dennis Tucci. So you've been around. You've seen
Yep.
what's happened when we show up.
You're gonna bring me back for some good games. I know it. The winter time, I'll have a little bit more free time to help you out. So
Me, you, and Matt, it's going to be fun.
and Hunter, just everybody.
The 2-1 fouled back. I know the out-of-state people think we've lost the plot completely.
Oh yeah, they for sure. But hey, I'm just happy to be back, man. Like, very grateful to be back in the area. When I settle down, I mean, it could be in Alabama, but it could be, I wouldn't mind Northeast Ohio, West Virginia, Western PA, because that's where all my family's at. So it's always great to be around family and friends. I will say that. It's definitely one thing I missed, being gone just for that short time.
Completely get it. The 2-2 swing and a miss. 2 down. But it's great to have you back. I know Wednesday night Matt texted me, and I quote, Mount Union is winning the Stag Bowl. I needed context. I didn't know if we just somehow got Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith to commit or something along those lines. Then he said it. I just called him like, please say it so. I was not in a position to be wound up like that and not get confirmation before I went to bed.
Then you got a phone call that night.
Yes, very fun phone call.
Oh, man.
Again, as we've mentioned, J-Rod, though, is not coming back to Mount Union. We are going to miss having him around as he has been a big part of our Alliance coverage over the past 2 seasons.
It's all right. You have other workers you can find that can be ready to grow me some incoming freshmen.
We'll see what we can do. Actually, having some conversations. I actually got a text from Will Porter the other day with potentially somebody who could be joining us.
Really? That's a great dude right there.
I'll see you yesterday. I got the text. I'm like, hey,
wonder what he's up to nowadays. So
We should text him. This one's down the right field line. And they're going to call it fair.
that was a fair
This
ball.
is the big hit the Bulls have been waiting for. That'll bring in 2. Going to third is Radvansky, and he is going to be in there standing. It is a 2 RBI triple for the first baseman. Make it 5-1 B2. At long last, they get their big swing.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. They just needed a one swing to start pulling away here. Now they're up 4 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. And they're red hot right now. That's 3 hits this inning, and that's 3 out of their 4 hits this game.
They did it at the right time, as now it turns to Rivera. But good patience all the way around. That's what happens when you get aggressive. It was just perfect all the way around. Any further right, we're doing it again as it's the foul ball. Had nowhere to miss. Those are the best hits. You go back to that Shaker Lakewood game. That was a tough loss for Lakewood, but the reason why they lost, Shaker kept just perfectly hopping the ball over the bag every single time. I know the one hit that I saw, it was an RBI single in the 6th, I believe. It literally hopped right over the base. It was just perfect hitting. Exactly what Ravansky has been looking for. He's been frustrated today, but that one makes it a lot better. Count now 1-2. And it's always good to see in the sport of baseball or any sport when somebody's having a tough day or you can see that frustration visible from up here that they turn around and make something happen. As on Munson, too, there's a ground rule double. A lot of good swings that we've seen from this vantage point. We can see half the field from here.
That is true. We can see, actually, I'd say we see 3/4 of the, maybe.
You can't see the important part of the field, which is the batter.
No, you just see the ball, maybe.
So I was hoping at some point to do bonus coverage. I know I could put a camera over there on that far side and angle it down. I should have done that last night. Just didn't think of it until it was too late. Maybe next time. The 2-2 grounded over towards third. This one will be foul.
And there's been a lot of foul balls this game, Smee.
The more that stay inside the park, the better for John Mengelkamp and the NABF's wallet. I think the quote is $100 per dozen. And they anticipate losing 6 balls a game, so $50 a game for baseballs. Who would have thought baseballs are that expensive?
They are not cheap because I know Hesse is always tight about his baseball. He's like, where are the balls? Like,
Does he go door to door for the neighbors?
Unfortunately, they don't give them back, some of them.
I don't think they're expected to either, since they're on their property at that point.
Correct. That's their choice.
I'd live there just to get the foul balls. Keep them. The 2-2 wide for ball 3, and we're full. And imagine if that was a Division I school or even just somebody you knew playing there. You get a bunch of those foul balls. You just collect all the foul balls over the years, and you have a big collection. Kind of cool.
Yeah, you could have it from all different years. Wow. Yeah, and like different maybe commencement logos on them.
Payoff pitch right back to the mound. Throw on over to first is in time to end the inning. Radvansky drives in 2 on a 2 RBI triple. Middle of 5 at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 5-1 your score. The Bulls up by 4 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the 5th inning. The Grays need a rally here as this one is fouled back, down 5-1. How demoralizing, though, was that hit from Radvansky? You look at the way this game was, 3-1. You're feeling kind of confident going forward, and then all of a sudden, one big swing. And from down 2 to down 4 you go.
I mean, yeah, but you got to look at it. You still have 5 innings to work with, and that's you just chip away.
Bottom of the 5th inning.
Oh, never mind.
The 0-1 grounded over towards second base, and it's 1 up, 1 down. After this, you have 2 innings to play.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot this is 7 innings, not 9. But
you still wouldn't have 5 after this inning, Chris. Including this one you would. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I was including
I was about to say, hold on a minute. The math was not right there.
It was right in my head for a 9-inning game.
I was going to say Mount Union was about to be recalling your diploma.
I don't know about that, but
And you're already coming home, so.
yeah.
1 up, 1 down as that'll bring in Josiah Falero. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout as he'll take ball 1 up high. Owen Thompson still looking good on the mound for the B2 Bulls. We'll see how long he stays in this game. I'm thinking he has enough to go the distance based on this start. Would you let him go the distance?
Honestly, yeah. Saves arms. And if he continues to dominate and his pitch count remains at a good count, I mean, why not?
I don't think there's any restriction, but for Mount, what's the highest pitch count you've seen somebody have? Have we seen the 100s?
Yeah, Ty had like 114 one game, I believe. So,
but it's a rare instance. It's typically in a close game late you need it. I think taking him out would be the wrong choice at any point, considering still he's working on a 2-hitter. The pitch count is 120. That's the only way to remove. We had teams test the pitch counts, as there is ball 4. I love that I just got handed the rule book during the broadcast. But it's good reading. I mean, look at this thing. The bylaws. The Constitution bylaws tournament rules of the NABF. I remember being at the meeting. I was told there was a book that's released, I think, bi-yearly. I think every other year it's released.
that's crazy. That's awesome, though.
But it's a whole thing. I believe the main author is a former lawyer, or a current lawyer, actually. Somebody in legal as this ball is taken into right field for a base hit.
And look at that. A little rally might be sparking up here with 1 out.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. This is what you need to see for this team. Consistent hitting all the way around. As now it turns to Juan Fabian, or somebody in place of Juan Fabian. This will be number 39, which... Oh, no, it is Juan Fabian. They just flipped his number again. 25 and 39 are his jerseys. But, yeah, I'll hand this over to you, Chris. That's a
Okay, I'll check
hefty rule book.
Yeah, this is, wow. This is awesome.
The reason it's up here is we had to check on a pitch count complaint / inquiry because a pitcher for the Jasper Reds threw 67 pitches, which... Do we figure out if that kid's eligible for tomorrow? The kid is not eligible. That's Jaden Gates, their ace. They were hoping to have him eligible, but threw just a few too many pitches. But, of course, you have to make it there first to even plan for it.
And you even have what type of wood you can use as well.
Which is definitely changing as there is the swing and miss because of the new rules. Drop sixes being allowed. Again, great dialogue from Bryce yesterday morning in Game 1, I believe in the 3rd inning, about why he is in favor of the drop sixes being allowed at the high school level. So go back and listen to that if you want any ideas as to why it's a good idea. The 0-2, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout today for Owen Thompson. 2 down.
OT doing his thing. And tell you what, I think he's going to have a really big year for the Purple Raiders this year. I like because they're going to need some guys to step up there. They're losing a few arms out of the pen and in the rotation. So this is...
Mito's gone too, correct? Or does he have one more year?
Mito's gone.
So you're looking at a rotation of Ickes, question mark right now.
Maurer will probably be in the rotation.
Okay, I would agree with Maurer. Then, I mean, Cole Young, does he move up?
Yeah,
Does Evan Roberts move up because he's had a couple of good outings?
Cole Young looked really good. You got to see. I mean, you got good arms from the pen this past year that could be ready to move up into a starting rotation role because obviously Warner's gone as well this year. So he just graduated. Now he's living in Columbus, Ohio.
Of course, there are other guys that have been around for a while. Blood used to be a key pitcher early on, but injuries have kind of derailed his career. Could be a start game in a non-conference game leading up to a good weekend series in the OAC. A couple other names that you could look out for. The 1-1. This is low for ball 2. I know Wyckoff has pitched a couple of times too, but I think he'll be more of a pen piece based on what we've seen through 2 seasons. Or we could also see a very similar rise like Ty Dennison, a guy who throws 20 innings that in the playoffs comes in for one big game, and he is the guy going forward. It'll be interesting to see how that starts to shape up in the fall. 2-1, taken at the top for ball 3, just going to miss. Looked good from here. But for Thompson, these are the outings that he wants to have and needs to have to show Coach Hesse, Coach Knott, Coach Douglas, why he should be in the starting rotation, or at least in the rotation in some capacity. 3-run grounded, up the middle. They'll take it over, throw to 1, in time. Ooh, we'll watch that one back on the replay.
That was a bang-bang.
I think he wanted the out at 2, realized he didn't have enough time for it, and then hesitated. Chris, come on. Let's watch this one back real quick. Because I don't think he got it there in time. Based on that part of it, it's close. I don't think I saw enough to say that they got him.
That is really close.
Either way, to the 6th we go. 5-1 Bulls.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Joe Hansel Sanchez is now on the mound for the Brooklyn Grays. 5 good innings of work for Joseph Ramirez. The way this game has gone, a lot of unfortunate plays from the defense. That was the killer when it was all said and done for him.
Oh, 100%. Like you said, the sloppy play that it's been just all game, all around. I mean, you're going to have games like that, though.
You just have to be careful not to kick the ball across the yard a few too many times going forward from here, as there is ball 1 high and in. But for the Bulls, it'll be Rivas, Lavigne, and Tornau. Bottom 3 due up. We'll see how they go through this one. There is still a potential for a run rule. That is still a possibility. But you would have to see 4 runs this inning for the B2 Bulls, which I would say is possible. I would say it's not necessarily likely, but I don't think it's out of the realm of decent possibility, especially if this continues 3-0 counts. As well, make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break today, as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And then we'll flip on over to Game 3, the Travelers versus the Brooklyn Grays. Josh, before we begin the semifinal push, 5 and 7:30, that's when the Raiders come out. The 3-0. They're going to call it a late strike. It's not necessarily fair to a pitcher, but I'm kind of in the league where if the catcher drops it and it's close, it's a ball. I kind of thought that one should have been a ball, just based on the way he dropped it. 3-1.
Ooh.
Really? That's probably the furthest out strike all that we've seen. We've seen a couple bad ones. That one was not great. Full count 3-2 on Rivas. I don't think he was too happy either. Payoff pitch. Rivas drives this one deep to left field, and it is out of here. He absolutely crushed it.
Well, I think he was happy that was called a strike now.
Yeah, he'll take it. A solo shot for Rivas. That'll make it 6-1 B2. I mean, my goodness. Talk about a man angry at a call.
That ball was blasted. Like, that was a no doubt about it to deep left field. I thought it was going to go over the secondary fence out there at first.
Me too. Did he just fist bump the umpire? I think he just fist bumped the umpire too. I have never seen that. I guess game respects game.
I guess so.
What a shot from Rivas. And he chucked that back quite far, too. He knew. He knew right away. Now a 6-1 game. And a tough task now for Lavigne to follow up that moonshot. You don't follow it up, do you? You just kind of do your job and
just do your
move
job.
on. The 1-0 fouled back. That was an impressive swing, though. Good power. Haven't seen too many home runs this tournament. We've seen a couple, of course. The walk-off winner last night. We had a 3-run homer earlier on yesterday. But not too many home runs in the grand scheme of things. But I do think the play that we've seen has been really impressive. Some good pitching, some good overall baseball. The 1-1 called a ball at the top. The zone, though, that has been the big issue across the board. I feel like it's been very inconsistent. And I know Bryce was harping on it earlier on in this tournament. Even in that one game he did, it was clear. The 2-1 fouled back. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. But the Mount Union Purple Raiders, we've talked about them quite a bit. A lot of representation in the WRCL along with BW.
Yeah, there's Purple Raiders everywhere. I mean, we saw Owen Thompson today on the mound. I mean, he did a phenomenal job so far. I mean, he's... Oh,
do we have another line drive home run? No. Didn't even get out of here.
Wow. I mean, that one was going foul, but at first, as soon as it came off the bat, it had a chance to hit the pole. It had a chance to hit the pole.
The line drive home run, that's the one you want to see, not the one that kind of just skates over the fence, the one that kind of carries. Yep. Mother Nature blows it right over.
I like to see the ones that ride the pole the whole time.
Yes.
Like Lindor, you know, back in 2017.
With a swing and a drive.
Santa Maria, man.
He turned it into that one.
Whoa.
Count full 3-2. I mean, he completely twisted to get hit by it.
Yeah, he tried to lean into that.
Just a bit inside. It happens.
Just like when Josh Naylor was leaning into pitches against the Guardians.
No need to lean into that one. It's ball 4. I will say, going back to the first pitch strike narrative, Bryce gave me an explanation of it. 120 batting point differential between an 0-1 versus a 1-0 count, which, in theory, he compared Aaron Judge to Bo Naylor, average-wise.
That's a bit crazy comparison.
I think we call it hyperbole.
Bo Naylor living it up in Columbus. Man, you know what? I might be there one day, Smee, with a certain program. I'm sure you'd be happy about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd be like, where's my tickets? Or where's my, can I call this?
For Otterbein?
No. I know. You know who we're talking about.
I could say Denison is another joke as a suburb area, but yeah, Ohio State. We're gonna go with it.
No. SmeeSports University.
Okay, there we go. A one swing and a miss.
But yes, Ohio State. That'd be the dream. That like LSU, Alabama, that'd be the dream, man. Auburn. Penn State.
You want to win games, right?
You can do that there. There's Mount guys there now.
Okay, yes, that's true. That is true.
And I was there in the spring on a little visitation.
So you have the Midas touch now. It's going to turn to gold.
Yep.
I did just get poked, so. The 0-2 fouled back.
Man. Yeah, I mean, you got to be excited, though. You have some, like, really good games, like, all day. Like you said, you were here all day yesterday. You got games all day today. Like,
get me to the 5 and 7:30 time slots. I'll be quite happy. I'm ready for those games.
you're ready for that. Those will probably be the electric ones, though, especially when
Yes, it's the semifinals.
Especially when you get to, like, you know, like, the nighttime.
Oh, it's nothing beats it. The 0-2 high and out. At Munson Stadium, under the lights, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I might have to disappear for a little bit, but, I mean, I'd probably try to come back for the night game.
Yeah, come back.
Well, I mean, I'm not far away at all.
No.
So it's like I might have to make some stops here. But, I mean, I could probably make my way back.
The 1-2, swing and a miss, one down. First strikeout for Sanchez. You want to see the Mount guys play, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. If I have the opportunity to. Nothing holds me from it, yeah.
There you go. Bounce your way around Stark County as you
seen family
come
pretty
back.
much.
Yep.
And then next 2 weeks, going to be detailing cars because I am unemployed for 2 weeks, me. So
yes, I'm off the next 2 weeks, too. Here we go.
we can detail cars. You can join me. Do a business with me like I did before I left.
I'll be probably sleeping. I've gotten, I think, 11 hours of sleep the last 2 nights combined.
I feel that I did not sleep Thursday night at all, or Wednesday night and Thursday night not too well. So
Driving home and seeing a sign for I-76 Avon and then scratching my eyes and seeing I-76 Akron was a wake-up call. Called strike there. I was like, wait a minute, there's no such thing as I-76 Avon. I was a little confused.
you're like, oh.
And considering it's north and south and Avon was from where I was, well, west,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Count now 0-2. We're back at the top with Matula, 1 for 3 today.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, you know, the unemployed life, get to go see a lot of family. And I get my own schedule whenever I detail cars. I just got to find people to do it for. And that's all it is. You just ask everybody you know, Smee. Then you give them a good price, and there you go.
I feel like you just described Cutco. Ask everybody you know and give them a good price.
Yeah. And it works.
In one case.
So
The 0-2 off the plate for ball 1.
keeps you busy whenever you're not doing free time. Because my plan with you is to be at Mount most of my free time come next week and just get back into it. Like I said, I mean, still have to wait another 2 weeks or anything, but, I mean, I can at least start getting into it a little bit more.
We'll have to unretire your jersey at Mount Union.
Okay.
The 1-2 in the dirts. Will you be making your intramural return? Going back to back.
Probably not because that wouldn't be till the spring semester, and I'll probably be gone for the ones I could do. So unless I get hired by Mount Union in the spring, sure. If not, then it won't be happening.
The 2-2 piece into left center field and down for a base hit. That'll put 2 on, 1 down for James Miller. Matula now 2 for 4 today. Started 0 for 2. A hit on each of his last 2 at-bats. Good response from this B2 Bulls team. I think the moment we hit the 4th inning, that's when something clicked for this team again. They realized we can score. We have a good offense.
Oh, yeah.
And they started putting the ball in play again.
And that's what we talked about, putting the ball in play. And that's when you get moving on the bases. That's when damage can be done. And that's exactly what they did in the 5th inning and what they've done so far here in the 6th inning. Just continuing to add to the lead.
Albeit the way that they did their first bit of damage this inning was not by getting runners on.
Yeah, that was just a moonshot. So
I think if you look up very carefully, Gabriel's penalty from the Champions League final was in orbit with that baseball. Miller grounds this one over towards short. It's 6. It's 4. 3 won't happen. It's too high. It's a fielder's choice, splitting up the runners for out number 2.
you're B2 right now. You take advantage of that. You know, that should have been a 6-4-3. Like, that's an error. Now you have the opportunity here to add to the lead and just continue just to put this game away and finalize that spot for that nice 7 o'clock night game.
Over on Munson 2, which, again, the last 2 nights, there has been a walk-off winner on Munson 2. Unfortunately for B2, one of them happened to be at their expense. But there have been so many good games at this tournament. Crazy to think it's coming to a close. We came in on Thursday night, loaded on in, and saw that we had a bunch of games coming up, a bunch of good games coming up. All of a sudden, we turn around, we blink. We are 1 game away from the semifinals.
Crazy.
It feels like a smaller version of the World Cup. You kind of look at the beginning, so many games, great things all the way around. And then you get to the business end, you're like, wait a minute, we're done seeing this team, this player. We're almost done.
That's how it goes, man. When you're having a great time, though. I know you're enjoying it. You know, you've been here the entire way.
This is one of my favorite tournaments. Of course, I love all the 965 tournaments, but we don't do this many games just in a row like this all the time. We're here for every single game inside of this one stadium. We see all 8 teams. We get to know every single story. You don't get that with the other tournaments. You see a few teams eventually. You see the teams that make it to the postseason portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
But here we've seen all 8 teams. We've covered a couple of these teams during their regular seasons. And we've gotten to tell some good stories like the Brooklyn Grays, the Jasper Reds, even Stark County. They're 4-peat now, going for a 5-peat in this competition. And, of course, you can't forget some of the other great plays that we have seen across the board, even with teams that we are no longer seeing as they are eliminated. Which this is the last time we are going to see both of these teams, not both organizations. We will not see B2 again, but we'll see the Grays up next. Their other team who will also play at 7:30 under the lights against the Mountaineer Lumber Company. 2-2 ground ball snagged over at third. Throw to 1. It'll be wide again. That'll bring in 1. Here comes a second. And just like that, it's 8-1. Another error. And as you said, Chris, B2 needed to make them pay.
They might be sending him back because the ball went into the dugout, I believe. So it's only going to be 1 run for B2.
That's a tough one. You can't tell me he didn't already round second at that point. So 7-1, runners at the corners. But these errors have been killer all game. It's not like it's something new in this contest at all.
Looks like we'll be going back to third base, so yeah, we'll only be 1 run.
I want to ask your thoughts on this for the next game. Brooklyn Grays, Josh, they're already through. For the sake of pitching and everything, do you play your second team? Because it doesn't matter what happens.
I don't know. I'm not for sure. I mean, if it doesn't matter, I mean, that's definitely something you consider, though, to keep all your ones fresh. But that's something they'll have to convene about.
I think they're still trying to figure this one out. B2's not happy, and opposed to a DH, it'll turn to Owen Thompson.
Alrighty, OT at the...
Does he hit for Mount?
He does not, that I know of. Maybe he will be this year.
I assume he played JV this past season.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how he can do this. It's 2 runners in scoring position, and it's to the backstop. Okay, what was the point of that?
I have no clue. He just squatted down. Oh,
now it's 8-1. But if he got second, again, I just don't get how they don't say that runner touched already. Okay, it's just so confusing. But I feel like he was hustling around the bases. He would have touched third by the time that ball was thrown out of play. But the run rule inducing run now stands at third for the B2 Bulls if they can find a way to bring him around. And right now, Owen Thompson might be fearing for his noggin.
Yeah, it's 2 right by the head.
Not ideal. I don't think we will see another pitching change for the Grays. I think Sanchez will be their last arm of the game. 2-0 high and in.
Make that 3.
It looks like Thompson, he might not even be hitting in this game. He'll just be standing in there and taking his base potentially. In the bottom of the inning, Brown, Luciano, and Taribo. The fans want to see Thompson hit.
Yeah, that was a great comment there.
Give the fans a show.
And
Okay. What a swing from Owen Thompson. They just want to see him swing. That's incredible.
He literally just gave him a free one.
Count 3-1 on Thompson. Swing and a miss. We're full.
He ripped it there.
Now they're telling him, be careful, don't hurt yourself. They go from swing the bat to now don't get hurt. Full count 3-2.
This is some great commentary from the fans here.
It's amazing. He will swing and miss to end the inning. We will see the 7th indeed. Middle of 6. A big inning for B2. They played 3. Now up 8-1 on the Grays.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Eight 8-1 Bulls as we enter the home half of the 6th inning. I believe Thompson is staying out there.
Yes, he is. And after his little battle at the plate, I don't know what you call that.
Tomfoolery. So going to miss to begin. Now, if you're the Brooklyn Grays, are you extra motivated to hit off this guy after that?
I don't know. I mean, I think he was just out there trying to have a good time, trying to get at least a good hack or two. Which he took 2 interesting hacks, and the first hack he took was just to give himself a chance to even potentially actually take a real one.
It's the ping you say when you're losing an online game. The 0-2 misses inside. No, he went. It'll be a drop third strike, throw to first. In time, 1 up, 1 down. 6 strikeouts today for Owen Thompson.
And Owen Thompson just continues to dominate on the mound.
I did promise that you get to see some Purple Raiders in action today. I'm sure you're very happy with what OT has been able to do today for the B2 Bulls.
You know, I came prepped. Look at the shirt I'm wearing.
I love it. Mount Baseball.
Yep. So
I've not seen that variation before, though.
it's a couple years old.
Okay. I like it.
And the number on the back is actually Coach Douglas's number from a few years ago. So
Shout out Coach Dougie.
got the real legit one.
The 0-1 popped up, and it is to the bleachers. We never said baseball was a safe spectator sport.
It's doable. One could, climb all the way back here.
Could. Hopefully not. I've had one. I was at Kent last year. I had a baseball fouled over the net and into one of my open windows.
It'd be cool to catch one.
This one driven down the left field line and foul. No, I didn't catch it. It went right in the window, and I just let it go, and I was grateful it didn't go for my camera bay.
Yeah, I would have done some damage to some equipment.
Yes, I would have not been too happy with whoever it was. But again, just a beautiful day. It doesn't necessarily feel like the heat of summer. It feels like maybe a mid-May game or kind of an October game almost. The 0-2. Perfect from Thompson.
7 strikeout.
Well, if he is trying to fill out a resume and an application to be in the pitching rotation at Mount Union next year, I think this will be his reference.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has the opportunity, too, with the arms the team lost, whether to the portal or graduation. So,
are we saying Purple Raider approved from 2 people who have been around the program for a couple of years?
yeah, I definitely think OT definitely has a good chance to claim a significant spot with the team, whether it's out of the pen or in the rotation.
It'll be a young pitching staff next year, though. I think that is going to be quite clear in a couple of games. But those guys can grow into their roles. And we're also forgetting there's a whole other recruiting class coming in that we are still seeing who it is, what they bring to the table, and how they figure in.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of freshmen that contributed last year, and definitely a possibility this year. It's going to be the best available to play, you know, one of those things. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how they do. And you also got Tome returning. So,
Glad he's coming back.
So, yeah, that's definitely important as well.
You do lose your right fielder in Chris DeSoris. You do lose your second baseman as well. First base is still up for grabs, depending on how things work out there.
Yeah.
The 1-2 in the dirts.
Really
Schroeder played there for most of the season, correct?
Correct, but Drew Doherty, he'll probably be taking that spot back. He took over towards the end of the season. He did really good, come postseason time. Then Zeckley's back. That's really big. Then first base, I mean, you had great 2 players there. So with Perkins and Tucker. So
both of which have played in the WRCL this season. Tucker, who we'll see later on tonight for the Stark County Terriers, and Jack Perkins for, or is it Luke Perkins or Jack?
Luke.
Jack's the young one. Apologies, Luke. We'll see Luke Perkins, or we've seen him for T3 this summer. Always mix those 2 up because we cover both. The 2-2 in the dirt, we're full. Because Jack plays for Force Mancuso, who we see quite a bit. It's always interesting. You hear the last name, it's like, wait a minute. Same school, same everything. They're probably related.
Yeah, the Perkinator back at Mount Union. Had a really good season his freshman year.
Payoff pitch. Thompson catches it. What a day for Owen Thompson. He has shown up and he has performed. To the 7th we go. 8-1 Bulls on top over the Grays.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Jack Radvansky leads off the top of the 7th inning. For those just tuning in, our next game, it will be delayed. I'll say it has been, but not officially, because the 2:30 start time would mean we're done here and we're underway in the next 14 minutes, which is not going to happen.
Yeah, it definitely seems unrealistic there.
Considering we have about a half an hour pause between games because it's two different teams, I think, what are we leaning towards, John? 3 o'clock for this next game, probably? So, 3 o'clock is what we're hoping for. We'll see. There's a call, strike 1 counts. Apparently, my watch decided to set an alarm for 30 minutes because of that. It's okay.
All right, there you go.
Don't know why we needed that one. The 1-1. Looks good, and there it is. Just a late signal.
It's been some late calls today.
Thursday night, we had about a 5-second delay before we saw the signal.
Yeah, that would frustrate me.
Oh, it was. It was very frustrating. The 1-2 fly ball sent towards left center field. And down in the gap it goes for extra bases. This one will stay inside the park. And Radvansky is off for his second triple of the game. And he will get it. What a day for Jack Radvansky. Started the day 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Since then, 2 RBIs on 2 triples.
That's a pretty good day.
Can't get much better than that for Radvansky, especially considering he's in the portal. This is how you make an impact and show why you should be recruited to your next school.
He's in the portal currently. Okay. Is he taking the semester off, I'm assuming, or?
Don't know.
Huh.
Also a chance that he quietly committed and it's not posted anywhere, but as we know, he is in the portal.
Okay.
We'll see if we can find if he's committed anywhere. I don't think he has, but we'll figure it out really quick here.
Oh, boy.
This one has more than a chance, deep to left field, and it's going to hit off the fence. It's extra bases once again. What a swing. An RBI double for Anthony Rivera. That'll make it 9-1. That was the swing.
Yeah, and this game has just opened up for B2. Wow. 7 runs between the last 4 innings. That's pretty good.
Still trying to see for Radvansky. I think he's just going to Ohio State.
Really?
So odds are he'll probably go and play club, if I had to guess. Based on that intel. Could be mistaken, but that's what I'm seeing at least on the surface level as there is the swing and miss. Last time we saw Rivas, he went yard, but his day is done. As it'll be Aaron Wychuk, the rising freshman at Lakeland, stepping in. Was a 2025 grad out of Asheville St. John's. Didn't play collegiately last year. So now will become a freshman at Lakeland.
Okay.
Going the JUCO route.
Okay.
Never a bad route. We've seen a lot of great players come out of JUCO. The 0-2, swing and a miss. 1 down. Not to stir the pot, but I think Diego Pavia maybe dampers it a little bit, just based on who he is.
I mean, he is a really good player, though. I mean, he's in the NFL. You got to give him credit where it's due for being as small as he is, too.
That's true.
Small player, big ego, but, I mean, it's all right.
We've seen it try to see a lot of star players come out of there that have been excellent talents. There was a player last year for the #1 team in Division II JUCO who ended up going to Penn State. Committed before the season even started, so 1 year of JUCO got him Power 4.
That's pretty good.
The 1-0 taken for a strike, that was Kaharchek, who committed to Penn State before the season even started for Kellogg, which they dominated the region. We expected it. They beat Tri-C in the regional championship. We kind of expected them to dominate. Didn't win the whole thing, though. They did bow out semi-early in their World Series run as the 1 seed. They weren't bad, but just had a couple of things not go their way in those final games. Runner at second, 1 down. Lavigne trying to move him along as he will swing and a miss. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the inning, Del Toro, Torres, Falero, 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Grays. Again, we're hoping to start game number 3 at around 3 o'clock now. The 2-2 popped him up, going towards shallow center field, and it is in no man's land but caught in right field.
That could have been some serious trouble there.
Everybody and their mother was basically there.
Yeah, love the hustle, though, from everybody.
You had to be there. You had to make that play. The right fielder calls it off. Good communication. Again, if he just charged in there, didn't call it off, and pile dove in, you're looking at 4 guys down in right field with a baseball just laying there waiting to be thrown in. So 2 down now for Torno. He'll poke this one up the middle, and it's caught it short to end the inning. A nice little bloop, but not enough to get it out of the infield. When we return, last chance for the Brooklyn Grays as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Last chance for the Brooklyn Grays. Bottom 7, down big, 9-1. It's a tough one tonight based on how this one has gone. But overall, this group has a lot to be proud of. This organization has 52 players. They got split in half. The younger players played for this team. They scored 3 runs. It won't be a positive in pool play, but I think the big takeaway is they competed. They gave it their all in these games to show that, you know what? They might have really young players that should not be in the college division, but they can play ball. Of course, their college team, oh yeah, they're legit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Undefeated, they're probably the number 1 overall seed as things stand, assuming they take care of business in the next game. But they just impressed. I just showed you their celebrations last night, walking off the 4-time defending champions. So
yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I didn't expect it. It was a big upset, in my opinion. But now they have a big target on their back as well. It's worth noting the 1 seeds, they will be teams from out of state. Last year, the top 3 teams who made it to the final 3, they were all Ohio teams, 2 of which are Canton teams.
And Canton's a great area. It produces some great people were born in Canton, Ohio.
Chris Jacoby was.
I was actually born right up the street at the hospital right there.
Very cool. Payoff pitch outside for ball 4. For Thompson, that was pitch number, I don't know, it's way behind now, 88, 990, I think 91. Game changer is a few moments behind. But how long do you let him stay in this game? He has until he hits 120 pitches, then he has to be done.
Yeah, let him go the whole way.
You do have plenty of cushion. Grounder over towards second. This could be trouble. On the run, a stumbling play is made. 1 down, courtesy of James Miller. Not the cleanest play possible. Runner now in scoring position for the Grays. But every out is going to help B2. They're 2 outs away from getting this one done and dusted. They'll get their first win of the NABF World Series and advance to play tonight at 7:30 in the final game at Munson 2 against the Cantonese. Before that, at 5 o'clock, it'll be this Grays team taking on Travelers. So the Travelers, they will have to play back-to-back games as there is ball 1. So Munson 2 might be delayed. Or these guys just kind of draw a line in the sand and say, hey, we're not playing the next game. I doubt they do it, but you never know. They could. just to keep everything on track. I'd be surprised, though. The 1-0 squibbed over towards first. And there is out number 2. Again, the runner will advance, but now 1 out to get, and the Bulls will get their first win. Make sure you do stick with us as we go to break, as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville when we return from our final commercial break. So back to the top we go with Jacob Falero, the center fielder, 2 singles and a strikeout to his name thus far. Thompson back at it. It's a beauty. Pitch 95 for Owen Thompson. Really good outing all around for maybe the next big pitcher out of Mount Union.
Yeah.
The 0-1 swing and a miss. If this is our entree, I'm excited for dessert in the spring.
I'm excited for that big dessert, you know, like the chocolate fudge sundae.
Cherry on top.
Cherry on top with the whipped cream and the little nuts.
The 0-2's in the dirts. This isn't an appetizer performance at all. This is an entree performance.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get this final strike here, ooh, what a day.
He done it with 8 strikeouts then. At 7 as things stand. Count 1-2 on Falero. Thompson looking to end it. He'll miss high. Count out 2-2. Anytime you expect it to be a strike, you will always be disappointed. Every time.
Now you got the 2s, so, you know, if you had a hat on, you just, like me, you just do the 2s and you take it off. And, of course, I don't see them doing it, but, I mean, that's something Mount Union Baseball did a couple years ago. It was pretty cool.
Out quite good from here. They're not going to call it. It's full count 3-2. I don't know about that one.
I thought that was there. If I'm being honest with you.
Me too. I'm kind of surprised they didn't end it there. And it's a borderline one at the end of the game, too. Full count 3-2. Thompson again looks to close it out, and he will. 9-1 your final. The B2 Bulls get their first win of the NABF World Series as Owen Thompson finishes the day with 8 strikeouts. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Country Roads rings out over the speakers at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. 9-1 your final. The B2 Bulls get the win over the Brooklyn Grays. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville, Owen Thompson. 8 strikeouts today. He gets the win. You know him better than I do. Talk about OT.
OT, so as a person, he's an amazing dude. From Cleveland, Ohio area, you know, from that Northeast Ohio. Obviously got that dog in him, but he's going to have a phenomenal year this year for Mount Union. What we saw here today, like you said, this was an entree. Like, this was a great performance. Finished with 8 strikeouts through 7 innings. Only gave up 1 run today. And from when the offense wasn't even rolling until like the 4th inning, I mean, he was stable the entire game. Like, he kept doing his job, and I'm very excited to see what he does this season for the Purple Raiders. Like, I definitely think he could have a spot in the rotation.
I agree. It's a wide open rotation. Every spot is up for the taking. When we return, game number 3 of the day as Travelers take on the Brooklyn Grays. Josh, Chris, thank you again for joining me today. Glad to have you. Hoping to have you at least one more time today as we see some more Raiders later on today. So hoping to see you for one of the 2 semifinals, if not both. 2 big games coming up. You have a lot of guys that want to see you. Luke Ickes, got him for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Ty Dennison, his first outing as an Akron Zip technically. A lot of good coming up today. Time to flip on over to game link number 3. As this is Nathan Smee signing off from Thurman Munson. You are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL.